Hi everyone, Lien here. Many of you may know that I am from New York City. I was born and raised here, even graduated New York University at the age of 18. I may be biased, but is truly one of the very best cities in the world to live. But it is not necessarily one of the best trade places to trade from. In my waking hours, and yes, I do need sleep, I am able to trade Asia and New York sessions. Asia at night after my kids go to bed, and New York when all the hustle and bustle is happening. But I am asleep during the second half of the Asia session and the European Open, a time when there are some very good trading opportunities. The best place to trade in the world, in my opinion, is Bali. Imagine sitting on the beautiful beaches with a laptop and a margarita. Now, I've never been to Bali, but this is a picture of me in the Maldives and some margaritas I had on the beach in Jamaica. Jokes aside, Bali and many parts of Asia for that matter have waking hours that cover the Asia, European, and US trading sessions. You can trade Asia in the morning, 8 a.m. in Bali actually, hit the beach after breakfast, trade the European Open around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, have a nice dinner, and come back to trade the US session in the evening. Doesn't that sound perfect? If I didn't have young kids and my parents and my grandparents in New York, I think that's what I'd be doing. We caught some really great zip trades this past week, just trading the Asia and New York sessions. Fusing fundamentals with technicals, sentiment, and timing, we banked more than 140 pips. This marked the 5th straight week of gains of over 100 pip gains, which is our target, and the 8th out of 9 winning weeks. This includes this beautiful Euro CAD trade that we caught on Thursday. We sold at the New York Open at 136.35. And we made quick pips on this one, but the initial zip sell signal actually came during the European session at 3 a.m. This sell-off was triggered after the weak PMI report, which gave us a fundamental plus technical reason to sell EuroCAD. To the left of this chart, you'll see another zip signal, this time to the long side, and it happens around 4 a.m. New York time, a perfect zip setup that led to a powerful move higher. There are plenty of opportunities during the European session, and while I may not be able to identify them and guide you through those trades, I want to teach you how to select the right ones yourself. First, I like to repeat again, timing matters. I've said this in countless videos, and I'll say it again. There is a very precise reason why my best trades are made between 6:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. New York time. These I will carry overnight about half of the time. For my trading partner Boris, the best time of the day for him to trade is at the US equity market open between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern time. And it only takes him 1 hour a day to make money every day. But it has to be that very specific hour. For European trades, timing matters as well. You can't just take any trades at any time you feel like it during the European session. That's an easy way to lose. European session zip trades should only be taken if you see them form between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Eastern Time. Anything before and after, pass on it, because zip is a momentum trading strategy. And the market open, in this case, the European Open, is the best time for momentum, continuation, and flow. Secondly, make sure that fundamentals are on your side in the form of data that has just been released or data that will be released. Here's a good example in dollar yen. A buy signal forms at 2 a.m. New York time at the London Open. The dollar had been a buy since the Federal Reserve first raised interest rates on March 16th and said more will follow, so the fundamentals were aligned with the buy trade. Here's an Aussie-Swiss zip sell trade at 3 a.m. on June 16th, the day the Swiss National Bank surprised the world with a 50 basis point rate hike. They were expected to do nothing, zilch, if you remember. With rate decisions, always wait for the candle to close before you get in. You need a bigger stop, of course, and after a rate decision like that, but there can be a beautiful continuation. Here are 2 European session zip sell signals in dollar CAD just over a 24-hour period, one at 3 a.m. and one at 4 a.m. These signals formed in early June, a period when Canadian data was good and oil prices were high. There are countless examples of zip trades forming during the European session, and I only get the opportunity to take them at the New York Open, but you don't have to because they still work very well. For our members who are able to trade the European session and want to trade it, I encourage all of you with Zip to look at those trades, but only with the trades that form between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Eastern Time. You can do your own conversion to GMT in your local time, and only if fundamentals are on your side. If you don't have my members only Zip Trading View indicator, now would be a great time to check out bkforex.com because we are making pips throughout this crazy market. And I've also included a very special discount link at the bottom of this description. So I will see you next week for another insightful video.